So, welcome to ETO, the only podcast that isn't as cool as Kevin Smith's podcast.
Welcome to the Angst edition.
Well, no.
It's also the only podcast that's us.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the show Comic Book Man?
No, I haven't.
So that
I think
show,
you were talking to me about it.
Great, dude. I love it.
Somebody was talking to me about it very
I
recently.
probably mentioned it to you yesterday.
Yeah, you mentioned it to me.
It's a really cool show. It's about Kevin Smith's comic book store called Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. And it's just like, it's his podcast about like the stuff that happens in the store. Dude, they've had like some crazy shit coming in, dude. They had Amazing Fantasy #1.
Oh, you're talking about Comic Book?
Wow.
Yeah, Comic Book Man is
Hey,
fucking
dude, I've watched every episode of it. It's amazing.
I love that fucking show. Well, anyway, welcome to our E3 edition of ETO. So today, our
15
topic,
minutes on E3, but it's probably
going to be, this is our hour special on E3 coverage today.
How the hell can we fill an hour on
Very
shit that we
easily start yelling
probably
about,
have not?
start
Yeah,
getting
I
really
mean,
mad about
just
fucking...
getting distracted by other shit.
Yeah.
That's it, true.
So this is our first hour-long special in a while. It will be up very soon because E3 just recently ended. So yeah, you know, E3. What did you guys' impressions on it? Anything you're excited for? Anything you give a shit about?
Well, I was impressed that Microsoft dedicated their whole freaking thing to games. That was
Yeah,
actually kind of
TV.
impressive.
Yeah, not TV. It
That
was funny.
was.
Them and Sony switched to this year.
Oh my
Sony
God.
was all about statistics and numbers this year, and not games. And Microsoft was all about look at all these fucking games that we're doing that aren't coming out until 2016 though.
Numbers.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. One of the things that I saw during the Microsoft one was, you know, they brought in all these pro players and stuff. I think it was just, you know,
Yeah.
AI. I think it was just them standing there, you know, pretending to play.
As far as I'm concerned, Nintendo won again. I mean, hands down.
Hey, you know what?
They had some really good stuff. I was impressed. I mean, the Amiibo system looks a lot better than, you know, than I
kind of
had.
don't understand how it works though.
Well, I mean, but you gotta admit, it does look a lot better than Skylanders and Infinity.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, wait, elaborate on this system thing.
So the
What
Amiibo
is it?
thing, it's supposed to like
So
save your
it's like-
stats and crap for your Smash
Yeah.
characters and
Okay.
stuff.
So you're familiar with Skylanders and Infinity, right?
More or less.
With little figures,
figures.
put it
Yeah.
on the thing, play the character. Well, this introduces an AI into the figure that learns and adapts its abilities and fighting style as it fights other players and amiibos.
Huh.
Yeah. So eventually, like, if you have your amiibo leveled up enough, it will be harder than the in-game AI on the hardest difficulty.
Simply because it's learned so much
Because
from
it
playing all
learns.
these different people.
Yes, and
I
it,
could have sworn you said because it worms.
it kind of, they're rolling it out with Smash Brothers, and then they're gonna spread it out into other games.
That sounds kind of terrifying.
Mario Kart 8 is gonna get it. A few other
Hey,
games
guess
are gonna
what?
get
I'm
it.
buying the Samus one like the second it comes out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy either Samus or Link. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see how it works, and then eventually they're going to launch a peripheral that will allow you to link your 3DS to it.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Fucking real quick, back on top of Microsoft, there's one cool thing that they did. The Halo collection?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
I
badass.
mean, you know, after 3, the series goes. But you
I
know,
I'm
figured
surprised
something
that
was
they
coming.
didn't do Reach instead of Halo 4. That would
Yeah.
have made that sell way more if they were like,
Oh,
hey, we
yeah.
put in all the original trilogy. Like, just instead of calling it the Master Chief Collection, call it the Bungie Collection. Because nobody wants to be associated with 343 Industries,
Well-
Call of Duty failure, Halo
well, the
5.
thing is, you know, 343 is the one putting it out, so. But cool that they said that they are going to be launching it with every single multiplayer map that has ever launched on a Halo.
It's got
title.
250
250.
cool.
It's got 250 maps. in total.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
all
Dude,
these sold.
blood gold,
Oh my
Oh yeah, it comes with Halo. It
Ugh.
comes with Halo 2 Anniversary Edition's completely remade version.
Yeah.
Wow, once. That's
pretty
legit.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
That's-
speaking of
that's,
speaking of
exciting, but
Xbone
I'm
Up.
still not gonna get an Xbox One. for that.
speaking of the
Yeah.
one thing that I think killed Microsoft's sales, their love, everything. This is what killed
They
them at E3.
started out with Call of Duty.
Yeah. No. The Conquerors thing. Do you guys know what the Conquer thing?
What, they're bringing Conquer back?
Oh, you guys don't know.
Oh, to Project Spark, yeah.
No, it's a huge fuck you to Rareware fans. The
Really?
huge middle finger that was like, fuck you, we don't give a shit about your IPs. So Project Spark, you know, it's like that in-game engine for the
It's
360.
the one where it lets you like.
It
build
lets
your
you
own
it lets
world
you
and
build
shit.
your own worlds and games and stuff. It's a dev
Okay.
engine. That's
Right.
it's a game.
I mean, it's pretty.
It's basically Super Advanced Scaries mod for the one. It's just-
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the end of the trailer for Project Spark, they showed like Conquer runs to the screen and like cuts the Project Spark thing in half with a chainsaw,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "I'm back, you know, like I haven't had a game in 10 years, haha." And he literally says, "Well, guess you're gonna have to make your own," and then the trailer ends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And people,
That's classy.
people were like,
Yeah.
"Did you just tell us we're gonna have to make our own game because you don't give a shit about it?"
That
They
there's
were
a
not,
lot of ways that could be
so
interpreted.
my friend asked me, like, why is that so bad? And I was like, can you imagine if, like, you know, Square Enix is like showing the next Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, and at the end of the trailer they're just like, haha, this is a joke, we're actually not making the game. And then that's basically what they do. They just like, haha, this was all a joke. Like, you'd be pissed.
Well, I mean, did they actually like up front like confirm that like, hey, yeah, that Conquer thing,
Yeah, it's
totally
not real.
happening.
Yeah, they literally said, yeah, it's not happening.
Wow.
It's
Okay,
so
yeah,
shitty.
that's
a
really
real,
bad
that's a
PR
real,
right there.
That's a real fuck. So it's estimated, I think, Xbox One sales dropped 15% after E3 just because of the Conquer thing. People were like offended and pissed off.
Probably
at that.
not explicitly that, just to the whole culmination of all of it.
No,
I mean, between
they
the Call
overall,
of Duty.
they
and-
overall didn't do too bad. Because this is the thing,
Yeah.
like Advanced
They did a pretty
Warfare
good job.
is the first. I mean, like I'm proud of
Plus
Advanced
they're-
Warfare. It's the first Call of Duty that's branching out. Like, hey, look, we can do different things. Like,
Yeah,
they're
it
actually
did
using
look
it.
a lot
They're actually
different.
using a new engine. They're
It looked
even though it still
a
looks
lot
like
different.
every other Call of Duty, they're using a new engine.
Well, I mean, it wasn't as much brown.
Yeah, the game
They
doesn't.
had neon
dude,
lights in
dude,
there.
The game,
Oh,
doesn't,
wow.
dude, the game doesn't even look like it takes place on Earth.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it looks,
curious.
It looks
I mean,
really cool.
I only watched about 2 minutes of it, and I was like, and then I skipped like 10 minutes ahead. And this is still Call of Duty. Skipped another 3 minutes. Oh, hey, it's over.
Like, it is-
Yeah, it was a good sixth of the Microsoft presentation.
Call of Duty,
was
Call of Duty.
So that's
But you know what? At least it's not as disappointing as Battlefield Hardline,
Oh my god.
which is cops the game. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, yeah, it's like, Battlefield with soldiers. Man, what makes more? Let's all just be police and shoot at black people. That's not offensive or anything. It's like, yeah, good job, guys.
Way to perpetuate the
So is that
stereotype.
what cops do?
Huh?
No, that's what cops do.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I couldn't imagine anything
So
else.
my favorite thing about E3, one of my favorite press conferences about E3 was the Star Wars Battlefront press conference.
I did not see that one.
It was a trailer for the trailer to Star Wars
Oh.
Battlefront.
Inception.
It was a trailer telling people, hey, look, we're making the trailer. We're doing research to make the trailer. It's a CGI
It's
trailer,
EA.
and they showed no, it's made by DICE. They showed it's made by DICE.
It's produced by EA.
No, it's DICE. It's DICE exclusive.
Dude, I swear to God,
It's DICE exclusive.
It says Battlefront and it's EA.
No, it's
everything.
exclusively
I'm looking
DICE.
this up.
It's exclusively DICE. I mean, maybe EA. I mean, does EA own DICE?
Yeah.
Does EA puts out Battlefield, right? Do they?
Battlefront.
Okay, then it might be EA. I don't know, dude. I don't give a
You
shit.
talking about Battlefront? Right.
No, Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does EA put out Battlefield?
I don't think so.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
They do. Okay, so yes, it is put out by EA then.
Oh
But,
yeah, that's right. Because
That's right.
But seriously,
Um,
it's so funny, dude. It's like a trailer like that's the people who are making Battlefront talking about how they're doing their research to make the trailer, and then literally it ends with "See more 2015." I'm like, oh, a fucking year from now? Awesome, thanks guys.
A year from now, we can watch the trailer.
A year from now we can watch the trailer. 2 years from now we can play the fucking game. Like I was like, that's kind of a little overboard. Like E3 is all about hype and shit, you know, but that was overboard, dude. That was like
That's fucked.
a
You
trailer
want
for
to
the
talk
trailer.
about hype? Steam sale, summer sales.
Oh,
When is that happening?
Probably this weekend, and
Yeah.
quite frankly, no one's wallet is safe.
oh, dude.
Mine isn't
speaking,
even prepared.
speaking of Steam, did you guys see what Steam's counter argument to EA was? Their little because you know they never go to E3, right?
Yeah.
Steam never
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
Valve never goes to E3 ever.
Yeah, the running gag to that being that Gabe is totally incapable.
Oh no,
of-
it's just because they don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh, well, that's
They
good.
they hate it, man. They hate it. They say it's really. They say because it's really bad for the gaming industry.
Well, yeah, it's just like you said. It's the hype.
It's the hype that kills a lot of this shit. But
You know, God
But
forbid
did you see-
Gabe
did you
Newell
see-
says the
did you-
dreaded 3
did you see the Steam Boy?
Steam Boy.
Yeah, it's their handheld Steam console.
You would not mind this.
Have not heard about it.
What?
It's a handheld
I want
Steam
this.
console.
I want
It's a
this.
handheld. It's like a PlayStation Vita that plays every game on the Steam library.
I want this.
Well, most. It doesn't play anything that requires too high graphics resolution. You know, like it won't play Crysis.
Or like an actual keyboard, like too many.
No.
Too
It'll play. Well, it'll play mostly any game. pretty
What,
much.
Dota?
It plays like 90. Yeah, it'll play Dota. It plays 90% of the
Wait,
Steam library.
real?
Yeah, I
it
was
plays
saying
Dota.
this is
It
a
plays
complicated game to play on handheld.
Nope, no, because the joystick kind of works like a mouse pad.
Huh.
Is it touchscreen like the Vita?
Huh? No. It's also
That's interesting.
did you guys ever see the Steam controller? How it's like it looks like
Yeah.
it's like the joysticks were actually a touchpad.
Yeah.
It works like that, so it works sort of like a mouse. It's pretty
Aren't
cool.
they at one point releasing their console, the Steam?
Yeah. Steam machines are queued for release this year,
Yeah.
but they're not made by Steam. They're made by Alienware. They're made by a bunch of different companies. AMD, Nvidia. They've all got their own Steam machines.
Those are all awesome companies.
Yeah.
So they're all amazing.
But
Hell yeah.
fucking though.
Oh, fucking.
Like, seriously though, man, I kind of want Valve to go to E3 one of these years, just to see what they do.
Be on top.
Probably
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah. They just like everyone would be bowing to them.
Yeah. But really
No,
though,
the year
man,
that
like,
the year that they do, Gabe Newell finally utters the legendary 3.
yeah.
Well, I
3 more hats for Team Fortress.
Three Musketeers.
Hey, welcome to E3.
Half-Life 3 hats for Team Fortress 2, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
3 Half-Life hats for Team Fortress.
Team Fortress 3.
We'll be back next year.
But for real
But not
though,
the year after. We'll only make 2 appearances ever.
but for real though,
We love you, Steam. And
fucking-
Valve. Oh, but speaking of Valve, did you see the trailer for Evolve on Xbox One?
Evolve, yes, that is one of the
Yeah.
things at E3 that I wanted to talk about. Evolve, it's not specifically made by Valve, you know that, right?
Yeah, it's made
It's
by
made by the
people.
Left 4 Dead team.
Yeah,
Have you seen Evolve, Carson? You'd actually be really interested in that.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was interested. You shut me down. You did. You did. Yeah, like, dude, you seen it all?
So
He's like,
it's kind of
yeah.
like a mix between
You literally shut me down.
TF2, like with class-based
Mm-hmm.
combat,
Meets Left 4 Dead.
meets Left 4 Dead's
Basically, imagine.
zombie infected gameplay mode.
Imagine
I have heard
infected
about
mode.
that.
Imagine
Yeah.
infected mode where the only thing you fight is a tank, and the tank just gets stronger.
Yeah.
That's Evolve. Basically, you have a team of 4. You have the Trapper, the Assault, the
Assault, medic, and
Medic, and Support.
yeah.
And the 4. Did you see the new trailer with the 4 new classes that they added? There's
Oh.
a new support class that's a robot called Rusty that has a British accent, and like he picks
Well,
a
I
rocket
don't-
launcher, and the thing he says is like, I have a rocket launcher, and he just starts like firing, and he's like a British accent. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best character in fucking game I've ever seen.
I haven't seen any. I only saw the one that was in the. I only saw the trailer that was in the Microsoft conference.
They added a lot of cool stuff. There's some gameplay stuff. But basically, the thing about Evolve that's really cool is so there's one monster on the map, and what it's very PVE. That's what I like about it. It's PVE and PvP mixed into one thing. Because the monster
design is pretty Lovecraftian.
yeah. The cool thing is that so you're basically on a planet with 4 hunters, and you're killing this monster. All right, and there's different monsters the player gets stuck as depending on the map and stuff like that. The one that they showcase the most is the Goliath, which is just this big hulking sort of like massive fucking. It looks like a tank, like a dinosaur tank.
Yeah.
It breathes fire. It's bad. It has spikes. on
Shoots
its
lightning
back.
out of its
Yeah.
tentacles.
Basically, the thing is that the monster evolves by consuming life. You know, like it hunts and it eats.
Right.
It eats prey. Not people, but it has to eat wildlife, and then it evolves. And the thing is that like it's cool because the fucking environment on the planet is like, you know, people can get fucked up by what the fuck are you looking at?
It's a family of dittos, and they're just like, son, you could grow up to be anything you want, literally. Just found that funny.
But
That's not helping.
but fucking
Let me have this.
No.
you can't have anything.
What's with
But-
your obsession of butt fucking tonight,
But
Smash?
fucking so much. I'm a pirate. But
Do what
Don't you want to come out pirate history? You are a pirate.
but fucking but fucking seriously.
God damn it.
No, but fucking. I think the cool thing about it is so the trappers can get like killed by the wildlife on the planet and stuff like that. So it's very like I think the
The
coolest
trapper
thing.
has like a beast hound that
Yeah.
it uses.
Well,
to, like, track
that's
shit.
the brand new one. There's different
Oh.
trappers. So one trapper has like a dog that like hunts out the monster. The other one has these things called sound spikes, and it has a thing that I think is really cool. It has this thing called the arena spike, and you chuck it down, and it turns the area into arena, so the monster can't run away from the fight.
Huh.
So it's like it's a very like it's the thing that I know for a fact about the game. It's gonna piss a lot of people off because you're always gonna get stuck with that fucking one retard teammate that took the medic spot and is just not healing anybody and just being a prick
Yeah.
about it. But it's cool, dude. Like every class has their own thing. Like like me and Robert were looking at it, and like probably I'm gonna play the medic because the medic is just he's fucking cool, dude. Like there's a new one, Lazarus. His ability
Oh, so
is
you're
to
getting
bring
an
people.
Xbox One.
No, it's on PlayStation 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the game's on PS4, PC, and Xbox One, dude.
Why not 360?
Because nothing is coming to last gen anymore. They lied. They were like, we'll support for 5 years. They fucking lied.
Asshole.
That's another point. We'll get on that later. But yeah, dude, Evolve, pretty fucking cool. It looks really good. I mean, it's one of the cooler looking games I've seen at E3. It's something
have to buy
very next gen. Oh, you can just get it on PC. I mean, or you can just play it on Edison. He just got beefed up super hardcore.
Oh, yeah?
Edison got beefed up really hardcore. You know, just so you guys know, I inherited a lot of pieces from Robert's roommate, and Edison is now a very beefed up computer.
Cool.
Like, I can run Crysis on it.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah.
Check. This is the only checkbox you needed.
Huh?
It's like the only checkbox you needed. Like, crisis, done.
Runs Crysis 3 on full specs. Alright, I can run anything.
Yeah.
Can it run Star Citizen? Yeah, we're good. Fuck it.
That's the benchmark.
Yeah.
Can
it
I
run,
load Internet Explorer? No, it's still okay.
But can it use Google Chrome without slowing down the computer? Yeah, check. Yeah, I mean that's one of the cool. Like that's the thing. There's some next gen games that I think are really fucking cool. Next gen. But like what I find super hilarious is E3 was like advertisement for all these games that come out 2 years from now.
Yeah.
And normally E3 is like, hey, this stuff's coming out like at the end of the year. You know? Yeah, let's get.
There
Christmas
were a
special.
couple of games that were coming.
Like
out.
5, dude.
Yeah.
There was like 5 games that are coming out this year for next gen consoles. 5 games, dude.
That's kind of why I wasn't really paying much attention
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
crazy, dude. I was like, why are y'all fucking like? It was funny because all the dates for all those games were listed this year, and they all got pushed back because of development.
Yeah.
And I was like, just cancel E3 for a year. Nobody's gonna fucking care.
Yes.
Well, you will.
Well, people,
You'll
No,
find a
I'll be
way to
fine.
do
well,
it.
people think it's just the PlayStation 4 that's not getting that many games. None of them are really getting that many games. Just Xbox started.
None of them are. Dude.
Xbox started on a higher roll.
No, it didn't. Xbox One has shittier games than PS4.
Well, it has
dude.
shittier games. It just has more shittier games.
It just has, like, see, that's the thing. The
But
thing
PlayStation
right
does
now.
have all the
The
most
thing
more
right
indie
now,
games.
the thing right now that's really cool that I've never seen done in E3, that PlayStation 4 started talking about a game called Entwine, which was actually released during E3.
Mhm.
And they had a whole panel about like, hey, this is a game that literally just came out, like check it out. Because that's the thing I really respect about the PlayStation 4, which is why I like it as a next gen console. Most of the next gen consoles have this thing where it's like, oh look, nothing's coming out, so you're at this fucking wait period, right? And the PlayStation 4 is like, hey, check out this huge fucking indie library we've got. You know, like most indie games that are coming out this year on PC are also being released on PS4. It's just PS4 and PC. Like it's super funny. Like Nidhogg is on PS4, dude. Nidhogg. I was like,
Bless you.
what? Like I was sitting there like, what the fuck?
Well, I've had a
Um,
PS4 since release date.
Wii U is
Dude.
getting some indie titles.
Goat
too.
Simulator is coming out on PS4.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm not even kidding you. Goat Simulator is coming out
Star
on PS4.
Wars Just the Tip is coming out on Wii U.
It's also coming out on 3DS.
I know, God, I'm so excited.
Did you see
Everyone
that?
needs
Dude,
to get
I'm
that.
kind of proud of Nintendo. Do you know what game they're throwing on 3DS too?
Shovel
Guacamelee.
Knight.
Oh
They're
shit.
Yeah,
What?
Guacamelee coming to the 3DS, dude.
Oh, no.
It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate Super Age edition. Like the brand new one with all the extra content to the 3DS. Yeah, it's like $15.
Shit, that means
Yeah.
another
And Shovel
Guacamelee I
Knight.
have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Guacamelee again for the third fucking time. Don't even care. Totally worth it. All 3 times it was worth it.
Hey, it's,
Yeah, it's coming.
making
It's
for
coming
a
on the
good replacement for
360.
Metroid for
It's
the
coming on the
time being.
360, the One, the PS4, the Wii U, and the 3DS. They're all getting it because the 3DS can definitely run Guacamelee's graphics.
Oh, definitely.
Easily can run that shit, dude. You know, like that's the cool thing. E3 had a really cool indie library this year. Titan Souls. Did you guys see anything about Titan Souls?
I did not see
Titan
that.
Souls
I've heard a
is
little bit.
is a top-down bird's-eye view Shadow of the Colossus meets Dark Souls.
Ooh.
It is a puzzle game where you fight giant Colossus monsters with a very kind of Dark Soul-esque homage to it. Like, as in, you die, you start from the beginning of the game, you have to kill all the Colossus again. So it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle sort of roguelike, and it's cool because all the Colossus have this weird sort of like cube design to them, and they're all weird and creepy and just like. It looks a really fucking cool game. It looks like a really fucking cool game. And it's cool because it's Shadow of the Colossus because your only weapon is a fucking bow and arrow. And it's a boomerang bow and arrow. Like you shoot it, it will come back to you. I thought that was cool. It's very like their indie library
Hits you
this
in
year
the
was
chest.
cool. Did you guys see Valiant Hearts?
No, but that did remind me when you said bow and arrow. I have to admit that I was kind of humored by the backlash of Link's appearance in the new Zelda.
Let's talk about that. That people were freaking out that Link might be a girl. And I was like, what? Is this
Yeah,
really
for
that
real.
fucking important? Like, of all the things that you're going to complain about, like, I don't have to expect people to be complaining, what? There's no Master Sword in this game? You only get that stupid bow and arrow? Because that's all you get. Like, apparently there's no Master Sword in this one.
They should say, like the entire game, you should be saving, like try to say like a male version of Zelda.
I'd be fine with that.
Well,
That'd be
I mean,
awesome.
the thing is,
I'd be fine with
And
it.
then everyone would shut up
I'm
about
okay with the female Link because, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
A female, a female protagonist in Zelda would be really fucking cool.
isn't the lore that each iteration of Link is just a reincarnation?
Yeah,
of
yeah, the
previous
hero of
one?
time doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
guy. It doesn't have to be a guy.
Same thing
Exactly.
kind of counts for Ganon as well.
Yeah, Ganon could be a fucking chick. Which I think would be really fucking cool if they did like a gender swap version of Zelda where it's like Prince Link and then Zelda's
There
actually
was,
the
there
hero
was
of time.
something that was
Fucking cool.
circulating on the internet about
Clockwork
having-
Empire?
Yeah, Clockwork
That would be
Empire.
fucking really
Apparently,
cool.
I only just recently heard stuff about them again, and apparently they're doing some kind of development, which I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested in.
Man, fucking, that was so weird, that was the weirdest backlash at E3. People freaking out about Link's gender.
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
a
honestly,
really
it was a
weird
very
backlash.
beautiful looking game.
Yeah. I'd play an open world.
I'm very interested with how Nintendo's taking a lot of their IPs. Like IPs that they haven't changed in a really long time. They've been so comfortable with the formula. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, they are changing up the
Did-
the way it's playing.
The one thing that blew my mind that they didn't talk about at E3, but literally right after E3 they held a press conference for it. They're doing 2 new Metroid games, dude. But here's
Wait,
here's
where
what
did you hear this?
oh they're doing it. They talked about it after E3. It was on the Escapist. They're like, we're doing 2 new Metroid games. And I was like, oh, God. But here's the best part, dude.
It's kind of
The
ironic.
first 2D Metroid game since 2004.
Wow.
They're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
another 2D Metroid game.
I'm okay with
And it's not like 3D 2D. It's classic style 2D. Pixel 2D. First 2D Metroid game.
Did they-
In almost
do we need
fucking
to
10 years, dude.
do we need to, like leave you alone for 5 minutes?
I
right now?
would like me and Alice were sitting on the couch like just talking. Like we were doing like a movie night. We were watching like Stupid Fight. Like remember you came over? Remember? And we were just sitting there and we were just talking and shit. Like we were just sitting there blabbering on about Marvel and fuck. And I'm browsing through my iPhone and I'm just looking at articles and shit. like I'm looking at my E3 articles for the day, just like kind of catch up on what's been going on, and it was like the last day of E3, and they were like, oh, Nintendo's secret press conference after E3 ended. They talked about Project Steam, and what's his name? The dude that makes Metroid. I can't remember what his name is. Like,
I wouldn't be able
I
to.
literally,
remember
it's
off
garbling in my mind. It's like Haruo Miyazaki. I can't fucking remember. But he makes Metroid. The dude that makes Metroid like just says, just let us know, yeah, we're making a new 3D and a new 2D Metroid, and everyone's like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, no, it's happening. It's been in development for the last 3 years. Okay, bye. And he just left.
So they didn't even mention who the company that's like developing it or anything like that.
It's not Team Ninja. Oh,
Well,
thank
I
God,
know.
it's not Team Ninja.
I know it's not
It's
that.
the original team. It's the original team. Original Metro team. We're talking original. We're talking Retro Studios is doing it again. Original Metro team. They're working on. They're
So
working
it's
on
gonna
two.
be
They're working on a 2D
something
one,
reminiscent of, like,
and then a
the
brand new
original
3D
Prime.
one. That's in the aspect of how Prime was, but it's like it's a new Prime game. Like they're starting a brand new
This-
Prime series.
wow.
A brand new
This
Prime.
is kind of ironic, all things considered, because you were just talking about like not even 2
You were
days ago
mad.
about how
What the
fucking
fuck is
Yeah,
my
you were-
Metroid game?
you were enraged. You
Yeah.
were.
Honest-
you were like
honestly
Tux
though,
rage.
honestly-
Yeah,
honestly though-
you were about as mad as I was.
Honestly though,
when I
the
found out
one
my uncle was moving in.
The one thing, I think Nintendo has a camera in my room. Because all I do is sit there and talk about, man, wouldn't it be cool if they added, like, I don't know, another Metroid character into the fucking Smash Brothers game? And then, like, it's like they have a camera and they're just like, man, that dude's talking about putting another Metroid character in Smash Brothers. Let's fuck with him. Let's put in the one character that nobody would give a shit about. Let's put in Palutena from Kid Icarus. She was in one fucking game. They're like, let's put her in. And I'm like, yeah. What the fuck? I literally look at the secret camera and it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, and then they put in Pac-Man.
I'm okay with that, dude. Do you know how, no, do you know how cool that is? Like, seriously, does nobody understand how cool that is? They have they have literally the 4 biggest competitors of a generation, and you get to beat the shit out of each other for the first time. Mega Man versus Sonic versus Mario versus Pac-Man, dude.
It's
the
like
4
everything-
biggest fucking names in gaming that everybody knows, dude.
That's like
Did they all start off in different companies? So that's all just like,
Yes, dude.
look at all my control.
Namco, Capcom, Nintendo, and Sega, dude.
Sega,
The
there we
4 biggest competitors when gaming
I'm gonna say
first
Sonic.
fucking started, dude.
This is
And now
like-
they're all
this is like
brawling.
straight out
This,
of fan
this is the
fiction
fight
from, like, 10
generations
years
have
ago.
been waiting to see, dude. That's what I think is so cool.
And it's gonna be played by 13-year-old kids.
Also,
Yeah.
dude,
In real life.
I don't, on a real quick
At
topic.
Best Buy.
So, some people went to the Smash Brothers Invitational and tested out all the characters. You guys want to take a guess at who the best character overall was?
Greninja.
Yep, it's Greninja.
go figure.
He's just really good. He's so balanced against everybody.
Well,
Like his
I don't
tactics
know.
are just well.
I really hope that they don't make Pikachu OP as fuck.
Oh, Pikachu's supposedly not even in the game anymore, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
That makes
they
sense.
might take him out.
He's slapped on both of the titles for like.
He might be
covers.
changing to an assist trophy because they're changing Wario into an assist trophy. He's not a character anymore.
What?
So then, if that's the case, like, what are they doing
Isaac
with
might
like
be in
Ness and Lucas?
Respect
I
Princess
hope
Peach.
so.
There was a thing on Reddit I was looking at. It was the polls that Nintendo was doing at E3 for characters that could potentially be added into Brawl. Because they have
Was
they
Isaac
have
in the lead?
Yes, they have. Isaac had 57%. Ridley had an 87% approval rating, so he might get put in the game. I'm really excited for that. Ridley had an 87% approval rating. 'Cause
They did,
people were like, we want another big character, and the other coolest big character in the entire Nintendo lore line is fucking Ridley. Ridley's cool.
Yeah.
Also, Dark Samus is on the list, but she only got a 26% approval rating. Super Bowl, like it's just Samus.
It might just be like.
So they might chuck her in as a skin.
Yeah.
Um,
I know Yellow Devil is in there as an assist trophy now.
yes, they have some cool stuff, dude. Supposedly, there's a rumor that since they're gonna do DLC for this game, that they might chuck in Zero or Proto Man.
Ooh,
That'd be
Which one is
fantastic.
that's alright.
I'm okay with this.
Or Bass. I love
Speaking-
Bass.
Base.
Speaking of
Bass.
Base.
I just like
Of
calling
Nin-
him Bass. It's not a goddamn fish. Mega Man, it's Bass.
No, but speaking of Nintendo and DLC, like they're gonna be doing
Mario Kart DLC.
Mario Kart DLC.
They're doing a fucking.
One of the things I want to see is fucking
Luigi's Death Strip.
no No. Just a circuit that's just Rainbow Roads.
So
That'd be
you know-
kinda
you know,
more
on
The
the
best
on
thing
the on the,
ever.
top, on the topic of that.
Like, seriously though, have you played Mario Kart 8 yet?
Nope.
Okay.
But I know
so
it's really goddamn beautiful.
it's fantastic. But the thing is, Rainbow Road,
the new
Cake.
one's really short.
it's cakewalk.
Really?
Yeah. Rainbow Road from 7 though,
Right.
fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't they
no,
have the
that would
original
be-
N64 Rainbow Road in that one too? That's like
Uh,
fucking retarded.
Yes. Yeah. Like the boundaries are fucking high as shit, so you can't take that shitty shortcut. But they did take boundaries off of parts of the track, so you can actually fall.
Okay. One of the things that is really cool about E3 was Nintendo talking about their whole development stages here. Like, to be honest, I think it's kind of a unanimous agreement that Nintendo won E3 this year.
Yeah.
Like, if there is a you can win E3 award, Nintendo probably got it. I mean, either that, I mean, if the indie field was considered its own thing,
Sure,
they would have
yeah.
probably won it. But there's so many companies competing against each other. Like, out of the big three, Nintendo won this year, though. They just did so well, dude. I mean, they announced so many cool titles for the Wii U that, like, people are actually going out of their way to buy a Wii U now.
Well, not only that, their new IP as well.
Yes. Did you see that Codename Steam?
Yeah.
The 3DS?
I saw that. I heard about that.
That looks so cool. So for those of you that don't
I
know
may
at
have
home,
fallen asleep during that one.
it's
Like,
the coolest thing.
I was watching their presentation while I was in bed.
So Codename Steam is a game made by the creators of Fire Emblem and Advanced Wars that are teaming up for the first time to bring you a brand new title. Codename Steam is a third-person strategy shooter that takes place in, what is it? It's like alternate timeline of the 1890s,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
it's a steam age, and you're fighting Cthulhu-esque aliens with steam soldiers. And I made the joke that it's like they don't have weapons; they just chuck discounts at the aliens. 'Cause they're steam soldiers, so they throw discounts at the aliens. 30% off your fucking health. So it's like, you know, fucking like that. Oh god.
That
I'm
seems
reminded
almost like,
of the attack on Gabe Inn.
Yes.
Don't buy till it's daily.
But yeah, it looks really cool. Did you see how the gameplay works for it? That's the
No.
crazy. So it's like a third-person shooter. Like, it's a third-person shooter, so you move, but it works like how Fire Emblem works. It's the trippiest combat I've seen in a long time.
So
it's kind
it's-
of a mix between XCOM, Advanced Wars, and Fire Emblem.
So it's kind of similar to Transistor's turn mode.
That mixed with XCOM.
It's kind of horrifying.
It's. I mean, like, have you played Advanced Wars?
Yeah, I have.
Those
I don't know how that
games
rolls.
were hard as dick. Like, do you remember the difficulty jumps in Advanced Wars? Like, you'd be playing it, and you'd be like, these first missions are a
yeah.
cakewalk, and then you get to the third mission, and it's like, here's your 3 fucking units, and the enemies have captured all the cities. They've got tanks. You're fucked. And I was like, oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Also, Nintendo's new announcement for the 3DS, dude, they're making some cool fucking titles. First off, they're doing a brand new Fire Emblem as well. They're making another Fire Emblem, which I'm really excited for. Because you know, Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem hasn't had that many American releases, right?
No, it hasn't.
But it's had like
It's had, like,
14 in
3?
Japan. It's had
It's had, like,
5.
3
It's had 5 here and 14 in Japan. We are way behind. So Nintendo is doing something very cool. It's a rumor. I'm really hoping that they do it. Supposedly they're going to do an HD collection for the 3DS of all the Fire Emblem titles that never came out in the United States. That's 9 games in one.
That
9
is
games.
I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, it seems like they're doing a lot of collections.
Yes.
I mean, they're doing not Professor Layton, Phoenix Wright collection for
Yeah.
3DS.
Did you see that? You would be cool. You'd be
Yeah.
excited for that. They're doing a Phoenix Wright collection. All 3 Phoenix Wrights redone in HD.
Is it?
that?
Aren't they
3DS.
also adding
Dual Destinies.
No, not Dual Destiny. Apollo Justice or
Yeah.
the Edgeworth one to
I
it?
think so, yeah. Also, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
I'm so fucking hyped for that.
Professor Layton versus
Like
Phoenix
I knew it was happening in Japan. I was like, come on, bring it. Please bring it to us. And it's finally happening. Like those are two of my favorite DS franchises. Like,
To be honest, the two things that I'm most excited for, Nintendo and Atlas, have been so fucking
Shake
quiet
weight.
on.
it's where the cooling mist comes out.
Yeah, what's up?
So as I'm just researching, because I didn't really watch E3, apparently the number one game everyone's excited about and got the most awards for all the
Yeah.
like all the
E3
websites.
Awards. E3 Awards is like getting a purple medal in the military. It's like you try, go home.
Anyway, apparently it's Witcher 3, the new Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I kind of give a shit, but at the same time, it's like so off my radar because I didn't give that much of a shit about Witcher 1 and 2 that I'm
Yeah.
just like,
The second
But-
one was just so far off the map.
But
yeah.
it's
But it
at
does
least
look
it's
cool.
not
I'm not
Call of
gonna
Duty.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. It does look cool. For
Yeah,
for me,
it looks pretty sweet.
for me, other than The Witcher 3, the thing that looks really fucking cool to me is the new Middle Earth game, Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, I saw that.
Did not
That's
see
sad.
That looks really fucking cool, dude. Like there hasn't been a lore-based Tolkien game in how long?
Ever.
There has never been a game that is so richly in depth to the Tolkien lore as the original story.
Did Colbert have a hand?
Probably. Probably.
Who knows? There might be a
Probably.
cameo.
I wouldn't even doubt it if he's like the voice of like the quest giver or some shit. I wouldn't even doubt it.
That would be the shit. Like no one would be able to take the game seriously.
The collector's
That would be
the collector's edition isn't even called the collector's. It's called the Colbert edition.
You just get a statue of Colbert.
Yeah, it's got a statue of Colbert bending over Peter Jackson, just beating the shit out of him. The giant strap on that's called the Tolkien.
The dick ring will
Yeah.
It's like fucking. It tastes. It's shaped like fucking Sauron's tower.
Yeah. But for real though, dude, have you seen the Shadow of Water stuff?
No, I
It
haven't.
looks really cool. The whole game is about being evil. Like you're
Alright.
not a good guy. Like it's all about
Get
orcs
Sebastian
and Mordor and
Pledge.
shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
No, the lore for Mordor is really cool. Like I mean, supposedly the guys that did it, like they read through the whole Sealed Marillions, all Lord of the Rings books, The Hobbit, and they
That sounds
even went through the date. No, dude, the Sealed Marillions is like my favorite book of all time. Have you ever read the Sealed Marillions?
Nope.
That's some cool fucking lore, dude. What pisses me off is like, on a side topic, the Silmarillion is the only book Tolkien never finished because he died before he finished it.
Right.
So it's unfinished, dude. There's so much more that nobody knows about this fucking rich mythology. Like, it's super cool. I love it. If you guys ever have a chance to read the Silmarillion, it is a bit of, it's a little slow, but if you can get into it, it's got some of the richest, most fantastic fantasy lore I've read in a long time. It's very, very cool. Like all the stories of the gods and how the beings came to be, it's just very rich lore. But that looks cool. I do care about Shadow of Mordor. You know, almost as much as I care about the fact that Atlas won't say shit about Persona 5.
I did see
3DS
this-
is getting a Persona game. Persona
Persona
Q.
Have you
Yeah,
seen Persona
what-
Q? What the
Yeah,
fuck is
what's
that?
the deal about it?
Basically, they were talking about a little bit of E3. Persona Q is what is that fucking game? It's like the Elysian Tales or whatever.
Dust?
Lorien Chronicles. I forget. It's like a 3DS game that's like a first-person, like action adventure
I think that's what
RPG.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forget the fuck it's called. But Persona Q is like a dungeon crawler. You really like it, Carson. It's pretty fucking cool. It looks pretty good, man. It's got characters from every fuck. It's got characters from Persona 2 to 4, dude. It's got
Yep.
all the characters from 2 to 4. So it looks cool. And then Ultimax is coming out. Like, you know, Japan is doing some pretty cool stuff, man. They're finally starting to get the gist that people want to play some of the games that are over there. They're
In
bringing over
English.
here. Huh?
Yeah.
In English. Please.
What do you mean?
Well, 'cause,
Translations.
yeah, translation. Like, they've released plenty of games, like, they're like shitty subtitles.
Yeah.
And all that shit. Or like, they're subtitled, but all their voices are still in Japanese. I just-
I'm okay with the Japanese voice. Sometimes the Japanese voice actors are 1,000 better. dude.
I personally
Dude.
understand it.
Fucking, I'm really curious to see what the fuck Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem is. Like, holy fuck, dude. All I've seen is small screens for it. I'm just like, what is this? Holy fuck. Like, as if Fire Emblem wasn't enough of killing people, now they're shoving it up with Shin Megami Tensei. Just the objective of the game is make sure everyone dies. You win the game by killing Prom.
You're last.
Really cool.
One of the things that I'm kind of leery about, but also excited about at the same time, is like we may be seeing a fourth Golden Sun game. I mean, with all the
Yeah.
hype that
Ooh.
Golden Sun's been getting lately. I mean, they added it to the Wii U marketplace. Yeah, they had the first.
And Dark Dawn didn't like. Supposedly, if they do it,
it was the worst.
Dark Dawn was
selling
shit.
game.
Dark Dawn
It
was
was
shit.
the
I
worst
hated it.
selling game. I mean, the combat was nerfed. The puzzles were nerfed. It was too fucking easy.
To be honest, if they do a Golden Sun game, I would.
30
I
okay.
really want it to be on the Wii U, dude. I want like a 3D action adventure Golden Sun. Like,
Yeah.
brand new for
But
age.
but you know, it needs to be as hard as the originals. But also, you know, if they add Isaac to
You want
to
Golden
Smash
Sun
Brothers-
Dark Souls, and you fail a puzzle, you have to start from the beginning of the fucking
Oh
game.
my god, that would be the best. But no, like you know, and you know, if Isaac does get added, you know, like that'll attract more attention to the
Yeah.
series, more sales. You
Yeah.
know, of the one on Wii U means, you know, they'll add a Lost Age, more sales of that means more hype, blah blah. Like, I'm very excited for this prospect.
Nintendo just did so well. Like, it surprises me. They're revamping a lot of titles. They're doing new stuff. They're really into what they're doing right now, and they're doing pretty fucking well.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a shame that their sales are so.
Dude,
not
their
good.
sale, dude. You know how many fucking you know how much the Wii U sales went up just over E3, right?
No.
200%, dude.
Wow.
Added to the whole Mario Kart thing. It just
Yeah,
went
the
over
Mario
the
Kart
top,
thing
dude.
did boost sales because, I mean, think about it. You buy a Wii U with Mario Kart 8, and you get another game for
Fucking-
free.
You're making me freak out to just stand there and like walking around like.
No, but like for real, like that's why I bought it because I love Mario Kart and I get a free game. I got Wind Waker HD for free.
Yeah. They're doing some pretty good
So
stuff.
fun. That deal is still going until end of July.
Go pick up yourself a Wii U. You know, on another little side note,
Push it
before
over.
we run to the last topic, you know what one game has confused me the most out of E3? And I'm still a little excited for it, but I'm still utterly confused about it because I don't understand where the fuck it's going now because it's just changed its type of gameplay like 1,000 times over. What the
Unity.
fuck is going on with Destiny?
Oh, like what even?
like it started off like it's an MMO and now it's a 4-player co-op shooter and now it's Borderlands HD and I'm like, what is going on? I wanted
I
this
don't know.
GTA 5.
We'll have to ask Jesse because apparently he's playing the alpha tonight or last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
I'm
Let's
so
give him a
upset. I
call.
missed that by a day.
yeah.
Let's give him a call.
I mean, it looks pretty interesting to say the least. I mean,
What was the one that was like side by side with the TV show Defiance?
Defiance? Yeah.
Defiance, yeah.
Is that still happening?
No, it's dead, dude.
The new season's coming out though.
Yeah, the new season's coming out.
So there might just be something DLC,
Yeah.
something like that.
All the DLC for Defiance was free because
Oh.
it came with the show. So yeah.
But I mean, the game has just died off, and the show's kind of dying.
Yeah, I mean, on the off season, that's the one thing I can think of where the off season actually affects something. Like, hey, it's the off season. Fuck, now the game's not doesn't have any content. God damn it. Fucking damn it. But so far it's been pretty cool. I heard the Defiance. But I mean, I kind of want Destiny to be an MMO, dude.
I'm trying to stay awake.
I
I woke up super fucking early this morning, and now I've got plans this morning for Father's Day.
Woo!
I'm going to iFly.
Oh wow, cool.
You're a piece of shit.
But fucking really though, like Destiny's
fucking
gotten
is.
so over the place, dude.
Fucking
I'm so confused about that game, man. Like I want to play it because I'm intrigued, but at the same time, like, what happened to this being an MMO? Like, what happened? What did this MMO?
Well, I mean, you know, if it's not an MMO, you won't have to be online and play it all the time.
Yeah, I kind of do.
But I don't want it to be fucking Borderlands HD. Fuck
I
that.
don't, dude. I don't.
I mean,
Actually,
it's like,
rather-
I'm
people
so-
are trying to get me hyped about Borderlands the pre-sequel. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you know,
No.
no, literally, this is what
Not
I feel.
after
I'm
what
like-
they
I'm
did
like-
with
I'm like,
fucking
I'm like,
Borderlands 2.
Look, if I wanted nerfed weapons, I would just go back and play Borderlands 2 and then be disappointed after spending hours of grinding to get shit weapons.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's for balancing.
Fuck.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Still love
Randy
them.
Pitchford.
Still love the
piece of
weapons
shit.
though. Shoot! I'm out of weapons. I just love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's my
it
favorite gun.
was cool when it actually did damage. You
It's
know,
my
and you
favorite
could
gun
play
in the
game
entire-
like- God, I remember when Borderlands came out and it was good.
Which, the first one or the
The
second one?
second one.
Yeah, it was
When it
good
came
for
out.
like a month,
No, it was good for a few months, and I got my B call, my conference call, and I was like, I can tear through this game. And then like, now let's just nerf all the weapons. And I'm like,
Well, I like the idea.
wonderful.
I like the idea of finding out what like created hacks of Jack.
No. I'm not talking about the story. The game was great and all, but just like they nerfed all the combat so that you can't play the campaign mode.
like all
And
the
even when you play, like I don't like that feel. Like you know what I'm talking about, right? You don't spend hours. Like, can you imagine that you spend hours grinding for something, and you get this powerful weapon, and they're like, now we're just gonna take it away from you, and they spent like 8 hours getting it.
yeah.
Personally, I'd already gone through that. You
Yeah.
know, World of Warcraft a
Yeah.
million fucking
Yeah,
times,
it's
and then
fucking-
everyone
it's
else
just-
gets
it's just
polluted.
shitty.
I think that's the idea of the new
The
one,
thing
though.
is,
I
you
mean, new
know-
weapons, new vehicles.
Yeah, I don't care. They're gonna nerf it again.
Most
It's just- I don't
you know
I don't want
most
disappointment.
console gamers
Plus, you want to play
haven't
StarCraft.
been through that.
Yeah.
Right. So
You
it's
know?
excruciating when it does happen.
So exactly, that's why we're so pissed off. That's why
Oh,
I
yeah.
just completely fucking dropped
I mean,
the
that's
game.
why I
Like,
was really
the
nonchalant
only-
about it. It's
the
'cause
only
it's like,
reason
oh,
I-
it nerfs. It happens.
The
No, they didn't
only
make a
reason-
sequel to World of Warcraft where you get fucked again.
Oh, they
The
did
only
it
reason
every
I picked-
time.
Yeah.
The only
Always
reason I
have to
picked the
build
game back
yourself
up
back
was
up.
because Assault on Dragon's Keep came out. And that was one of the greatest fucking expansions I've ever
Yeah.
played.
But you know what? There's one game that we haven't talked about, and I'm pretty sure everybody that's listening right now is like, why haven't they talked about that yet? Why haven't they talked about that yet? Why have they not fucking made the entire podcast about that one thing yet? That's because we've learned self-control. Bloodborne.
I haven't heard about it.
Neither have I.
Nobody in this room knows what Bloodborne is except me.
I have heard of it. I mean, I don't
It's
give you the
From Software's new game.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're talking about
It's
the new
the dark.
iteration of
It's their Dark Tower legacy. It is. This is the game. Dark Tower is what fucking. That is what inspired Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2. That is what created the games that we are so fucking in love with
Dark
now.
Tower.
Blood. Dark Tower is an old PS1 game that never got released in the United States. It was From Software's first title.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the Stephen King novel.
Bloodborne.
me too.
Bloodborne is their new IP. It's PlayStation 4 only. I'm totally okay with it. It is. You don't even fucking beat Dark Souls 2. Shut the fuck up. You're gonna get 10 minutes in the blower and be like, Sebastian, I can't beat it. It's too hard. But it's so check it out. Bloodborne is Van Helsing meets Dark Souls. That is the best way I can describe it. It is
I like
brutal,
this.
dark, fucking game. Takes place. So basically, the whole point of it is there's a curse. There is a disease that is spreading through the world. And it turns men into monsters. And you go to this ancient Gothic city to find the cure. And it's cool, dude. There are guns. There are guns, dude.
Modern?
Robert Smith. The Cure. Who's the guy from the Cure? Robert Smith. Right? You just find him. Just
No,
like with his lipstick and shit.
No, but for real,
Let's
dude,
drag
for
it
real,
along.
man.
It's like, okay,
So
just
if
listen
you
to this guy
guys
for 10
haven't
minutes,
seen
you'll
it
be
yet,
fine.
if you guys haven't seen it yet, I think the coolest thing is now they have transforming weapons. So you have a machete blade, all right? That's a short range weapon at first, and then you can expand it to turn into a fucking broadsword.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like
Sold.
Dark Cloud expanded us?
Sort of. And then also, you have guns. But the cool thing that I like
So
about it is they
it's-
were talking about, the combat is based solely around vicious fighting. It's not like Dark Souls where your tactic is to block and strike when the chance is near. This
Just
game,
like straight up
this
fucking
this
Viking
game is all
rip
about
the axe
this
from
game is
the
all
head.
about ripping the shit out of your enemies before they overwhelm you. It is about fighting hordes upon fucking hordes of enemies.
So basically, I'd want to listen to Valhalla Waits Me by Amon
Yes.
Amarth.
Also, you can't have a shield in this game. There is no shielding.
So dodging.
Dodging, defending yourself, mastering tactics. It is supposedly it will be as hard as Demon Souls. It will be as challenging as Demon Souls. It will be a brutal and utterly gruesome new experience that they've been working on since Demon Souls. They've been working on this game for a long time. They just announced it. It's single player only. It's just gonna be. It's their new title, man.
Is it online?
No, it's single player only.
What I'm saying, like.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, it is online. It's got 4-player co-op. It's actually got co-op, not like
Are
you
we
can
talking
summon
split
phantoms,
screen?
like
Or, like,
co-op,
Same screen.
like online, and it might have 2 players.
Like Unity, kind of?
Huh?
That way? Like
Yeah, I
Unity?
mean, like it's supposedly got drop-in, drop-out co-op.
Nice.
It's been confirmed.
That.
As in like you can team up with other hunters to find yourself, the way to save the world from this fucking disease and all that shit. Character customization is confirmed. The game looks fucking amazing. It looks
ETA?
damn pretty, dude.
TA?
No ETA yet. No, really. Supposedly it's scheduled for 2015, but From Software is just, they're still working on it. They're saying it'll be done soon, but we're working on it, and it looks great, dude.
Well, considering the recent quality of From's products, I mean, I would expect that, you know, it would be well worth the wait.
It looks super cool. The combat just looks insane, dude. It has a very Van Helsing kind of thing to it, and I love Van Helsing.
So since it's gone into modern time,
Nope.
so it's still medieval kind of way back
It's
in the day
sort of
shooter.
you're looking at a Victorian era in a sense.
It's not first person, though, right?
Nope, third person. It's Victorian-esque era kind of. It looks
Pirates and
great.
shit?
It looks fucking great, dude. It looks really good. And you know, like I'm really that's the one.
Is that the one that like all the leaked screenshots were?
Uh-huh. Project Beast.
Yeah.
That's Bloodborne.
Oh.
That looks really fucking good. It's very, it's cool because it's something different. It's something that they haven't
What's
done.
the lore?
Huh?
What's the lore?
They haven't explained about it so far. The lore is that there's a disease that's going around the world. That turns men into beasts.
Yeah.
And supposedly there's this
Oh, so
ancient
who are you?
city. Huh?
Who are you?
Yeah, you're cursed with it. Like you have the disease. You're going in and looking for the cure to save yourself.
So like you have time, like
Yeah.
the disease has a
Oh,
time.
it's so cool. Like apparently you absorb the blood of monsters that you kill to keep yourself from turning and like become more powerful and
It
shit.
sounds like
Yeah.
Infamous kind of.
It's got some inspiration from Dark Souls and stuff. The game
Oh,
itself
a little
just
bit.
sounds really fucking cool, dude.
Can't say a little bit.
Like it sounds really fucking cool. The game just looks cool. And the one thing that I laughed about was, man, they spent a lot of time perfecting those flowy cape physics. Because your trench coat, man, flowy cape physics.
Nothing better.
It'll be cool. I don't even doubt the Moonlight Greatsword will be
Dude.
in it.
Dirt under the fingernails, guys.
Yeah.
Just dirt under the fingernails.
Yep, you bet. You know, last but not least, the one thing at E3 that I saw other than Bloodborne that I'm genuinely excited for. I mean, they're if I could narrow it down to a list of 3 games that I'm genuinely excited for off E3, it'd be Codename Steam, like things that I've seen 100%, you know, like I've seen gameplay for it.
Right.
Codename Steam, Bloodborne, and last but not least, the one game that genuinely I'm very excited for because I have not had a genuine horror experience in video games in a long time. I'm not talking since like Resident Evil 4. I have not had something that has legitimately like stressed me out while I play it. You know, like I really liked Resident Evil 4.
Contrary to how you sound all the time, anyway.
Yeah, but Resident Evil 4 was that game that, you know, it was very stressful because you ran out of ammo very quickly. It was a very horror survival game. It was fun. It was good. It was a true experience. And The Evil Within is the
Oh,
coolest
yeah.
looking game I've
Yeah.
seen in a long time.
Isn't that the one where you're the guy?
Yeah, I'm the guy. Did I tell you my playstyle for that is? If I die once, I have to return the game and I'm just done. I can never play it again. I just set the game down, I return it, and I'm just gonna go to GameStop and be like, why are you returning, sir? I died.
You should have done that with Dark Souls.
No, it's because the character in Evil Within is called Sebastian. So it's like if I die, I'm just like, I died. Sorry, I can't play the game anymore. But it looks really cool. It looks genuinely gruesome and fucking horrifying,
It's
dude.
an exorcism, right?
No, so the point of it is you're a cop that's investigating a murder in an asylum, and you go there, like you get called, like there's supposedly like an asylum, there's supposedly a breakout at an insane asylum, some criminal, some fucking psychotic criminal escapes, and you and like the whole police force go in there, and you play Sebastian, I forget what his last name is, but me goes into the fucking insane asylum, like a fucking genius, and you get locked in there, and you're trapped with these fucking demons and shit. It looks really cool, dude.
Favorite cabbage.
Huh?
Favorite cabbage.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's-
reminiscent of H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes, it's very, very cool. It just looks good. Like I mean, like the trailers are creepy, dude. So far, the gameplay is just. It's got that sense of brutality and gruesomeness, but it's not just the gore.
Is it fighting or is it
genuinely
research?
terrifying.
Like you're trying to like find.
Right, it's the Resident Evil experience people have been wanting since Resident Evil 4.
Right, so you get to actually shoot.
Yes, yeah, you have guns and stuff, but it's not gonna help
I was
you.
thinking it was like that one game,
No, it's not.
Outlast.
It's not gonna help
I
you.
hate Outlast.
It's not gonna help. Outlast was good.
That was a good game. I'm just saying, like, can't stand the idea of not being able to fight.
Oh, that's
Those-
why that's what a survival horror game is. You're not supposed to fight in survival
I
horror.
don't
And
like
that's
survival.
that's what I like
I
about
like
it.
it
That's
with-
what I like about The Evil Within. You have guns. They're not going to help you. The developers made that insanely clear. It's like you have weapons, but they're not going to help you. It's like you may have guns, but you're fucked here. Like they built the game so that half the time you have to run away from situations. Like guns are just to slow enemies down, and it looks astounding. So far, E3 has proven to show that there are some things that are coming out that are going to be very cool. You know, and the PC side of E3 showed some pretty cool stuff. You know, we have games like Super Hot. You know, the indie field is just releasing a lot of really cool stuff lately. I mean, who doesn't want to be Neo from The Matrix? Have you not seen Super Hot?
No.
The entire game is like when you don't move.
Oh,
bullets don't
no,
move.
I've seen
And when you
screens
move,
of
the
this,
bullets
yeah.
move. So yeah, I mean, you know, overall, general impressions with E3. I mean, it wasn't a terrible year. Like I mean,
yeah, what I saw was pretty good.
I mean, like honestly, if you didn't pay attention to the big three, you saw some pretty cool shit. The indie field and the PC world are doing a lot of really cool stuff. Nintendo is one of the only big three that actually really caught my attention this year because they did some pretty fucking cool stuff. I'm just surprised that they're doing so much this year, man. Like, you know, they're doing the Wii U's got some pretty big releases coming out, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
about to have a pretty decent library.
You know, and then fucking, you know, I mean, not.
I mean, it sucks that it's taken this long for them to get
But
out
still,
of Steam.
the one thing that I like about E3 is that it proves me that there are some AAA companies that still give a shit about making good games. You know, we got The Evil Within, we got Evolve, we got fucking Bloodborne. You know, there's still some AAA companies that are pushing out good titles. Like they're still working on stuff. You know, they're not just pumping out something every year for the sake of
Bayonetta
doing
2
it.
is finally happening.
Oh god, did you see what Bayonetta 2 comes with for the Wii U?
I did not.
Bayonetta
Bayonetta
1.
1.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, so you get both games for the price of one.
One of the things that I am disappointed with is Ubisoft essentially holding games hostage.
What are you talking about?
They said that they have games for the Wii U ready. They're just waiting for better sales.
Yeah, that's so shitty, dude.
That's a really shitty move.
Yeah, like they're waiting to release Watch Dogs until November for the
Well,
Wii
their
U.
stocks are just going to wind up dropping as a result.
Oh no,
of
dude,
that
dude,
statement.
Ubisoft is turning into the next EA. Ubisoft is becoming the devil. They're becoming so bad. They're becoming horrible. They're starting to buy other companies' products and stuff like that. Like it's just, Assassin's Creed is turning into Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah.
There's one every fucking year,
Yeah.
and it's just
It's
like,
been like that since the original one.
no,
Yeah, it is.
no. Assassin's,
Oh, no, okay.
Assassin's Creed 2
One-
took 5
Okay,
years
one
to
and
come
two,
out,
one and
dude.
two, which 2 is my favorite. By the
Yeah.
way. 1 and 2 is far apart. The rest of the time,
Yeah, then they just started pumping it out. I don't know where that came from, dude. They just started pumping them out after
Well,
that.
they
dude.
realized that it was
A moneymaker.
money machine.
but at the same time, the only one I have problems with is 3.
But you know what, dude? You know what worries me too?
Unity looks like
Unity
it
looks
might be kind of fun. You
Unity?
know, with the 4-player
What are you talking
co-op.
about, Unity?
Oh yeah.
The new Assassin's Creed that they just announced. Unity.
Oh,
Yeah, I
The
mean,
one that
that's-
takes place in the French Revolution.
I don't care about the French.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry.
Why do you think I renounced my heritage?
Exactly.
But you get to kill the French, so win-win.
yeah.
No. The entire game is you steal baguettes and hide.
But I mean, they're gonna have 4-player co-op.
Your distraction thing instead of throwing
George,
money
isn't it?
is your guy just yells.
It's
"Oh,
already
my dude,
gruesome and it's like-
fromage," and then just hides.
What?
It's extreme. Like even the trailer is extremely gruesome. Like
Yeah.
you throw the king off a balcony into a
Yeah,
crowd
but
of
dude, all
Not-
the trailers for
and like
Assassin's
The
Creed
king
are
is
always
just like a
that.
marquee or some shit.
Yeah, but you guys do realize every trailer for Assassin's Creed is like that. That's how Assassin's Creed has been every year. It gets you pumped up for the game. The trailers look cool because they're all CGI, and then you get to the game and it's like, this came out last year.
it was a gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they were like,
Oh,
we're
they
gonna
will change.
we're
Okay.
gonna play a mission for
Yeah,
you.
remember, this is the company that produced Watch Dogs. Look at our gameplay trailer. Look at our gameplay trailer. Actual game comes out. This isn't the game that we showed you because we lied to you.
Yeah.
So after Watch Dogs, I really don't trust Ubisoft. Like Watch Dogs wasn't terrible; it was just mediocre. But it was really shitty of them to lie and change half of the content of the game. It was pretty crappy, you know. But still,
I'm impressed with their skill tree. I'm watching. Have you seen that?
hack more. You know what, man? I just
300 branches almost.
You know what, dude? I just wish Watch Dogs would have been a real hacker experience. You're just a fat dude in your mom's basement, you know, with like the neck beard, and you're like hacking
Fedora.
NATO and you fedora,
Or maybe
and you're
it'll
just
be-
like, and you walk outside with your fucking AK slugged on your belt to go to the Jack in the Box, and your fucking Guy Fawkes mask, and you
You
walk in
just-
like, we are Legion, and then you just grab your burger and you run home, and that's the whole game. That's Watch
So
Dogs.
basically, you want a Saints Row hacker edition, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
It's exactly
Watch
what you
Dogs.
just described.
Yeah, that's Watch Dogs. And with that, that's the E3 special. You know, there we go. That's the E3 special right there. Talked
See
about
you
most
next
of the
year.
big things. Yeah, we'll see you guys next year, or we'll see you guys for our Comic-Con edition because games get announced at Comic-Con now. So, you know, yeah.
And new movies.
That's it. We hope you guys enjoy. Go buy a Wii U.
We now have to go and help Sebastian wank to Metroid.
Also, last thing, this is really cool. PlayStation TV. Woo!
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Alrighty, guys. See you next
Hey,
time.
wasn't there a rumor that Nintendo was going to make a phone?
Yes, but that's dead.
Oh,
And
that
that's
makes sense.
ETO, the only podcast.
That's us.
That's us. You know, as they
And
say,
not you. But you
you
can't.
wouldn't like me when I'm cheesy.